Welcome to workout number 3. We're going to be using a mat, dumbbells if you've got them, and if you don't, a backpack full of cans, right? I've packed this thing already full of beans and soup and tomato sauce. It's already weighed up. If you really want to get specific about this, you can throw that backpack on a scale, figure out how much is in there, and try to add a can each week that we're doing these exercises, all right? You'll continue to see progress, you'll continue to get stronger, and you can literally level up one bean at a time. All right, so our first exercise, we're gonna get 10 minutes on the clock and we're gonna get going. All right, our first exercise is a good morning. And a good morning is literally the idea of doing a hip hinge. All right, our feet are just outside of hip width. You can be a little narrower, a little bit wider, as long as our toes are straight ahead, kind of like we're going skiing. All right, we can cross our hands over our chest and we're going to stick our butt out as far as we can, with a nice big stretch in our glutes and hamstrings, and then we're gonna push our heels through the floor and come up. That's your good morning, that's it. Nothing crazy. If you wanna do it like a deadlift, you can slide those hands down so your thumbs pass your knees and come right back up, right? We're gonna get started, okay? Here we go. Down, I'm going for 12 reps. 2, 3, notice as I'm doing this, I'm sticking my butt out as far as I can. I have a soft bend in my knees. It's almost like my lower leg is trying to stay vertical, and the only thing that can happen is I just bend my knees. We don't want to lock and just fold forward like the duck on the desk, drinking the water. We want to push our butt back like we've got our arms full of groceries or a sleeping kid, and we're trying to bump the car door with our butt. All right? You don't need weight for this if you are new to this exercise. You can earn weight little by little over the coming weeks. All right, that's 12. We're coming down for a 4. We're going in for our first plank. Now this is perfectly acceptable to hold right here. We're tucking our pelvis underneath, we're keeping our elbows locked, we're pushing the kitchen countertop away or the stool, whatever we're using, right? We are trying to make sure we're not sagging through our pelvis. We're continuing to pull pelvis towards rib cage towards pelvis. All right, if you are postpartum, making sure that you are getting a very good exhale as you do this. As you breathe in, you're breathing into your upper back and you're blowing that air out. You'll notice I start to shake as I breathe out because I'm contracting those muscles more, pulling everything in tighter, potentially reducing some of the diastasis recti from carrying the baby. All right, set number 2, we are going to use backpack. All right, this one, I'm gonna give it a big hug. And if you want to use your kid to do this, absolutely. They're really only gonna get heavier. All right, it's very, very windy. 1, 2, remember we're not racing through this, we're looking for a nice stretch out of our glutes and our hamstrings, and then we are pushing back through those, making sure that we're not peeling ourselves up with the top of our head. We're kind of tracing a line towards the floor and back up. It's very windy tonight. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. Okay, so now for this plank, we're gonna go down to the ground and we're gonna do a forearm plank, right? So same thing as the stool, we are pushing the ground away with our elbows. We are not letting ourselves sag towards the ground. We're tucking pelvis and we're pushing away as we breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth for 30 seconds. The beautiful part is if you've been listening to me, you've already done 12 seconds, almost 15. Only 15 seconds to go. Notice I'm not up here, I'm not sagging, right here, locked in, straight line from the top of my head to the tip of my tailbone. And rest. All right, next variation we're gonna do, we're gonna use our dumbbells, all right? With this one, I'm gonna turn just a little bit so you can see. The dumbbells are gonna cruise down just below my knees. Come right back up. Pushing our butt back. I use the analogy like you're standing on stage with your back towards the crowd. Moon the crowd through the curtains. Stick your butt out as far as you can without losing your balance, right? Push those glutes out. You can kind of tuck rib cage, tuck pelvis a little, and reach back, and you're gonna get an even bigger stretch. Keep those dumbbells nice and close to you. We don't want them drifting out. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's gonna put more stress on your low back. And if you are dealing with any sort of low back discomfort, you don't need that. Right, that's number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One of the last things to show you on this rep is I'm not doing this. I'm not extending up to the ceiling. I'm getting tall at the top, clenching my butt, but not, right? We're not holding in a, close call. All right, this one we're gonna go to a push-up position plank. Again, any of the other variations are acceptable. Okay, same thing. Digging our toes into the ground, keeping our weight over our wrists, not letting ourselves sink back. Butt stays tucked and underneath us. We're already 10 seconds in. We got 20 seconds to go. Remember, breathing evenly is one of the best things you can do to access your core. If you can breathe comfortably in position, chances are your body feels more comfortable there, especially a nice big breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We only have 3 minutes to go. Pick your favorite variation, pick whichever variation you're doing. Keep it going, right? I'm gonna show you from this side that good morning. Again, knees are bent, feet are straight ahead right underneath me. You can be a little narrower, but we don't wanna be too wide unless you feel like you're gonna fall. You can get a little bit of extra variation, okay? So I wanna try to keep you relatively neutral because I'm trying to target specific stuff. Your glutes and your hamstrings are so important for your posture, for the way that you carry yourself throughout the day. Again, revisiting that cue from last time, not over squeezing. We're not trying to clench your pelvic floor as we do this, because we all know pelvic floor tension is a huge problem. Too much, too little, it's all there. So we want to make sure we're active with a nice exhale, but we're not death gripping any particular muscle. We're squeezing our glutes and our hamstrings, but we're letting go at the top. To be honest with you, kind of lost count. I think this is 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great. Hands are going down. We're coming back to our plank. Pick your favorite and keep going. Test yourself each time. Remember, the beauty of this is that you are going to get better week after week. If there's a workout that you dread, that's the one you need to do. You can even rearrange them. So if you really like workout 1, but you absolutely despise this workout, my best recommendation would be do this first in the week. Knock it out, be done with it, and then you can look forward to the rest of the workouts that you're gonna do all week long. All right, there we go. That was our 10 minutes. That's it. You don't need to rush through any of this. It's about good, high quality, hard work, not about how much you can do as fast as physically possible and totally out of control. Now, that being said, if you feel like you can keep the pace and push the pace a little bit faster than what I'm doing, please, by all means, push yourself to the limit that you can within your pain-free range of motion and within your own abilities. Pushing through pain is not beneficial for anyone, right? We're trying to build longevity, not just intensity for the next 60 days and then nothing after that, right? I want you to get comfortable with the idea that consistent hard work is going to yield long-lasting results. Inconsistent, unbelievably hard work is not necessarily going to yield better results just because you're pushing yourself hard for one workout. All right? If you're in weeks 1 through 3, you're done and I will see you tomorrow. And if you're in weeks 4 through 6, stick around, we got another 10 minutes coming. And if you're in weeks 6 through 12, congratulations, you got another 20 minutes to go. All right? Take care.